5 costly home selling myths and mistakes to avoid. Are you making these 5 costly home selling mistakes? Let's bust these myths and save you thousands. Let's jump right in. Myth number 1, the highest offer is always the best offer. So it's easy to assume that the highest offer, if you get multiple offers, is the best one you should accept, but that's not necessarily true. You see, the highest offer might put the most amount of money in your pocket, but they might come with a lot of concessions in the contract, contingencies, even repair requests from the inspections. Or the buyer's financing might be very weak and it might fall through altogether. So the offer that you want to accept is the most qualified offer that you get. One that has solid financing and reasonable contingencies. Or it might be more beneficial for you to accept a cash offer a little bit less than the highest offer with reasonable contingencies, because that will get you to closing the easiest. All these other contracts with all these concessions and contingencies always lead to a rocky road, bumpy to get you to the closing table. Myth number 2, you should price your home high to leave room for negotiation. So I understand the thinking behind that, and the strategy behind it is because you want to maximize the amount of money you want to sell your property for to put the most amount of money in your pocket. I understand that. But it always backfires in the seller's face. Here's why. When you price it too high above its value, buyers tend to overlook the listing altogether, thinking they can't afford it, it's not worth it, and worse, it's already overpriced from the start. You end up actually sitting on the market a lot longer than you should and having to multiple times drop your price down closer to the market value. See, the strategy is to competitively price your property from day one, which will generate the most amount of interest and possibly multiple offers. Now, always remember, if you start up too high and you sit on the market too long, buyers will know that you're overpriced, because the very first question they ask if they're interested in your property is, how long has it been on the market? And the longer it's been on the market, they think you can't sell it and you will accept their low ball offer. So you want to hit the price from the start to generate the most amount of money from the buyer. Myth number 3, you don't need to stage an empty house. An empty home might look clean and ready when you go to market, but buyers will have a hard time visualizing themselves in the home and how to use the space if it's completely empty. Staging actually helps buyers emotionally connect to your home and how to use the space. Also, studies show that a staged home sells quicker and for more money. Even a couple pieces of furniture will make the world of difference. So always look to at least have a couple big pieces of furniture to give the buyer a little bit of idea on how to use your space. Myth number 4, open houses are essential to selling a home. Believe it or not, open houses rarely lead to a sale. Open houses are actually just a way for agents to network with potential buyers and seek out other listings. Serious buyers for your home are actually going to schedule a private showing with their agent, so they're not interrupted with other buyers walking through the house or other agents. The best way to market the property to sell it is to focus on high-end professional photos, virtual tours, video, and strategic online marketing. That will get your home sold. Myth number 5, selling as is means I don't have to make any repairs. Now, I understand this idea that up front, I want to sell this as is because I just don't want to be hassled with repairs. The truth is, buyers are still going to ask for repairs from the inspection, even if you say and state it's as is. They may also negotiate these repairs that you're not willing to do on the price for you to drop it, because then they have to make the repairs, which that's going to put less money in your pocket. The idea is to be open and willing to make some of the repairs to be able to keep the buyers in the deal. I tell all my sellers, once we go under contract, the buyer is your best friend. Don't worry about what they request. If you don't want to make the repairs, let's give them a credit or make a couple of the repairs to keep them happy and get them to the closing table. Now, when it comes to marketing a listing as is, I highly recommend not to do that, because if a buyer knows going in to your home that this is as is, they're going to think something is wrong with it. A lot of buyers will pass over a property as is because they just don't want to deal with the hassle or the repairs that you're not willing to repair. Or worse, if the buyer does look at your home and they make an offer knowing it's as is, your offer is going to be a whole lot less than the amount of money you can credit the buyer for their repair requests. Don't let these myths and mistakes cost you a lot of time and money when you sell your home. Folks, that's all I got. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Also, if you could, subscribe to my channel so you're notified on my next video that I put out. And if there's anything I can do for you, drop me a comment. Let me know what your questions are and how I can be a resource to you. Until the next video, have a wonderful day.